This week we added a very exciting upgrade to the van, made a start on building the bed, and we got the most unexpected phone call.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of this van build. We are making some serious progress, but in this week's video we have to get cracking on because we have something very exciting happening. You're going to have to wait to the very end of the video, you might find out what we are going to be doing. But in today's video we are going to be installing a swivel seat onto this one because that is something we wish we had done in Fergus, but we haven't, so we're going to put it into the big blue bus. So let's get cracking, let's see what we get up to in this week's video. So today's task, we are fitting this swivel base to the passenger princess's seat so that she can swing around and going to open up the whole entire van, and that's going to make a big difference to us. So fitting the swivel seat is very simple. All you have to do is just a couple of bolts, take off the seat. We're then going to bolt down the base, bolt the seat onto the base. So it's going to raise the seat about 30 mil, I think, but that's just going to allow us to be able to swing around, open up the whole entire van. And I can't wait to see what it's like because we really wanted to have one in Fergus, but we just don't have one. So let's get cracking, get a couple of bolts out and get going. I don't really know what I'm doing. But this should lift off somehow. I just don't know how. I think it's coming.
You want me to grab the bottom there?
This should be a very quick and easy enough install if Shane is able to get the seat off the base. Somehow one side is off, the other one is catching somewhere, but it's going to be such a big change in this van, and I only wish we could do it in Fergus. Might even convince Shane to do it in Fergus as well. Do you think I could convince Shane? So we've found what was catching, and it's this part here of the seatbelt mechanism. So once that's off, that's it. We should be able to start installing the swivel base.
So I think this should be it. Oh,
Hey!
we are making tracks. I am guessing that this fits on like this.
So now that the seat is off, we just need to put the swivel base on top of the structure, and it's going to be like a sandwich. We're going to put the seat on top of the base, and then I'm able to swing around. I'm so excited. I'm honestly going to use this seat so much, and I want to have like a table and everything to work, to have lunch. It's going to be like my corner of the van. In Fergus, I'm always at the back, and I think in this van, I'm always going to be at the front.
So I thought I put it on right. Turns out I think I put it on upside down.
Yeah, the instructions aren't very clear.
Is that what you do? This looks as crooked as a dog's leg. So now we have the base in place. Time to bolt it down to the floor, and then that might make it a little bit easier to mount the seat because it's been sliding all over the place.
Something I didn't know is that when you're looking to buy a swivel, it's very important that it's certified, because if not, in case of an accident, your insurance won't cover you if you buy like a cheap Chinese swivel base. So if you're looking to get a swivel base, make sure that it's certified so you're all covered, and most important, that you're safe.
Moment of truth.
Manufacturing window. It's a bit of a struggle.
That doesn't look very promising.
You're going to be so much higher than I am.
Yeah. We've got our swivel base from Happiturfconversions. We're gonna leave their link down in the description. They have anything you need for converting your van, and the make is CTA, and it covers Fiat, Citroen and Peugeot. Also guys, what do you think about Shane's haircut? I got his hair yesterday. Isn't it looking well?
Beautiful.
Rate my barber skills in the comments. I'm not only a supervisor, I'm also a barber.
That's it, looks like it's gonna come out.
Those are never going to move. Last one, Annie.
Is it done?
That is done.
Let's test it. So we've made it to our park up. It's been a very long drive in there.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Shane, I can't. Maybe I don't know how to use it, but...
Jeez, either it's a big drop or I have short legs.
I think both.
So that is one swivel base installed, Annie is a happy passenger princess. That is going to make a huge difference to the van. It's quite easy to install. There's a little bit of faffing about at the very beginning because you don't know which bolts go where, but if you knew what you're doing, 10 minutes would have that all changed, swapped out, swivel base installed. So highly recommend getting one. If you want one, check out Happy Turf Conversions. They have everything you need.
Good morning, guys. It's another day of working on this van, and today there's a glorious sun. It's so nice to be outside. I'm really enjoying the van build now that it's spring. And here we have Shane. What are you doing?
I am just closing off this panel for the electrical board, and then we can start moving on to the bed and making the bed for the back of the van.
Really excited about the bed because in Fergus we have a rock and roll bed, and in this van it's going to be a fixed bed. So although we've been traveling in Fergus, this van is going to be so much different, and I'm really excited about it. Talk about being effective. The old powers is charging away and Shane is also using it to put the wood that he's drilling.
It's so handy having the solar panel on the roof for the all powers. Like right now we're getting nearly 100 watts just sitting in the van.
Yeah.
So handy.
Like in our travels in Spain, it was so hard to keep all of our power banks charged because the Guardia Civil is so strict in Spain, and as soon as you have a solar panel out, they'll be coming onto you and they'll be giving you a fine.
So guys, as Annie said, in Fergus we have a rock and roll bed, but in this one we are going to have a fixed bed. And if you remember from a couple of videos ago, we installed these riv nuts all along this van here. So this is where our bed is going to sit. We just don't know the height yet. And this is what we've already installed. So we're going to do the exact same on this side with this piece of wood right here. Annie, that's going to be your task.
Male. Also, look at this one here. Oh, this is my favourite one. Installed to perfection.
Is that the one you did?
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah, of course you can tell it's the best one.
It's a bit crooked.
So we are just going to start screwing these into place, and then it'll be time to start cutting the lats to length. And we have to decide on the height, but step by step. So,
Take a weapon of choice.
this here. So it goes...
Right. Yeah, here you go.
No, it's this way. No, like this.
No.
No? Like this. Ah, yeah, it is.
I swear these left-handers get worse by the day.
See how little by little Shane is trusting me more to get more jobs on? Progress. So now the next step is to make sure we are leveled, because we don't want to be sleeping sideways, and obviously the van is not maybe perfectly leveled, so we need to make sure we're leveled from the top of the van.
What the fuck?
What?
For 5 mil.
Oh.
755.
You know it's bad when the hammer is out.
And he likes to hammer.
I know, back in France I used to hammer. Shane was at the front, locked behind him, and I was there with a hammer in Fergus.
Where's that going?
See?
So it's looking pretty good now. We've got it level. It's level down this way, matching up with this side. So Annie, you're not going to be rolling over on top of me, unfortunately.
Look, unlucky you.
I know. Don't want to go in.
I'm so happy we're going to have a fixed bed, because we're going to have loads of storage underneath it, and then every day we can just jump off and on the bed, not like in Fergus. I mean, I have to say that our bed in Fergus is very easy, but still you have to put the bed down every single day, roll, unroll, and then with this here it's just going to be ready for anybody to use. And then if Shane wants to be in the kitchen, he can, and then if I want to be in the bed, we don't take the whole space in the van like in Fergus. So it's going to be such an upgrade for us.
Okay guys, so we have put our 2 posts in for our bed, and the next step is to cut our lats. We're going to have 3 lats going across the bed and our lats in between, but the thing is we have to determine, are we going to put our lats in here, or are we going to put them on the top of it, raising the bed 3 inches? And the reason for that is we want to have as much storage underneath the bed as possible, but we don't want to raise it too high so that when we're lying in bed we're not too close to the ceiling and it feels kind of claustrophobic. So let us show you.
And this right here is the reason why we want to calculate the right height for the bed. Enway has kindly sent us their brand new L20 3.0, which actually is the world's first step-through compact e-bike with full suspension. So let's see what height the bed needs to be able to take it in of travels. So the reason why we love this bike so much is that you can fold it up and it's actually very small and compact. So let's fold it up and see what size this bed needs to be. Folding it up is actually very quick and easy. You just fold up in two places, up here in the handle and then down here. And wait till you see how small this becomes. And just like that, this bike is now so compact that it can fit in the van. So just like that, we have the bike inside the van and it actually takes up less room than I expected. And I really like that we can have it under the bed where we know it's secure, because especially when you're out in Europe, we've parked up next to other vans whose bikes got stolen because they were out on the bike rack. So just having it underneath the bed, it just gives us that extra peace of mind. So now let's measure it up and see what height this bed can be.
We need to cut a piece 186 centimeters. That's going to be one of our lats and we'll be able to test it out and make sure the bike is going to fit. If my measurements are correct, that should fit. Let's see.
I love the smell of when you've cut wood. It smells class. Oh.
Yeah. I think I need to cut a wee hair off it. What? Who, Danny, did you measure this? No, I did because it's absolutely perfect. Mightn't even need any nails. Wow.
There's plenty of room.
That's looking good.
I think go like that on top of it. What do you think?
I think so too. So like we've never really actually tested if we fit inside the van. Laying across it.
Oh my god, it'd be brilliant if that snapped.
Whoa, shit.
Shane, that is not a good idea.
No, I think we've done a good enough job. That works.
The joys of being really small.
So Annie wanted a bit of responsibility and she is going to be cutting this one her own. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how left-handers use a measuring tape.
You need to stop. Oh, here. 186? Yeah. Just like that. Guys, it's not easy. Like, look at this is not for left-handers. I can't pull the trigger and hit. Why? There you go. Woo!
Let's see, does it fit?
So happy I did that. So it's gonna be too big.
That's what she said.
I'm just gonna let Shane take a higher line off it. I'm not that confident yet. But pretty proud I cut that first bit.
Well, let's see, does it fit now, Annie?
I'd say it's gonna be still too big. I went too far to the right of the line.
Much easier cutting bits off it than trying to add stuff to it. So
yeah.
Better too big than too small. So I'm just going underneath the bed. Yeah, it's going to hold us.
So while Shane is busy working in the van, I'm going to take a break from my very important supervising role and going for a spin because it'd be rude not to.
I'm going to be left unsupervised.
Oh no.
God knows what I'm going to do by the time you come back.
When I come back, I expect this bed to be fully finished and everything.
Hope you're going on a long cycle. I'm delighted with how it has turned out. The bed, there is a load of storage underneath the bed. Perfect for the e-bike. So it's time to get the e-bike out, get Annie on her way. She's going to go for a cycle. I'm going to crack on with the van and enjoy.
This is the perks of being a supervisor. You can do whatever you want.
Our own boss.
Safety first, everybody. I'm so happy we're going to be able to take an e-bike. I'm especially looking forward to cycling around the Wild Atlantic Way. It's going to be so good.
Off you go.
Legs up, perfect.
Good luck.
Right, I'll see you in a while.
So while Annie is away on the bike, I'm going to crack on with some work. I'm just going to not box it in, but I'm going to make a frame around it so that the battery can't move while we're driving. We're probably going to box in the wheel arches anyway, but I'll leave a little gap out here so we can put the timber down there, box that all on, because on this side, if we don't box it in, it'll be wasted space. We'll not be able to put anything on top of the wheel arch, so that is the plan. So we'll crack on with this and get this sorted. So all of this will probably be taken back up again because we're going to be putting down our flooring, but it's just for the time being.
As you know, every year we head to the mountains in our van, and I can't wait to take this bike to the Pyrenees. And with this suspension, riding on rough terrains is going to be so comfortable. Another reason why we've chosen this bike is because it has a 120 kilometer range, so we won't have to charge it after every time we use it. And when we do, with its 8 amp fast charging, it's charged in just 2 hours. I wouldn't mind, but that's better than an electric car.
Another cool feature about this bike is this boost button right here. You press it, get a burst of power for quick acceleration, making going uphill or starting so easy. Also, there's a load of new regulations coming in for e-bikes, but this bike here is fully compliant with a 25 km/h speed limit.
Let's go back and see how Shane is getting on with the van build.
So that is the battery all secured in place, and this electrical system is working flawlessly. With the MPPT we can see so much information, it's unbelievable. It's such a big upgrade to Fergus. We can see that in the last 3 to 4 days we have harvested over 1 kilowatt of power, so that's pretty cool, coming from just the 2 little solar panels up on our roof. This van will be able to go off grid for ages. Like, we have never ever stayed in a campsite with the basic setup we have in Fergus. Imagine what we can do with the setup we have here in the Big Blue Bus. It's going to be incredible. Now I think the next task should be moving on to the diesel heater and figuring out where we're going to put it. We have to get underneath the van and make sure we're not going to be drilling down on top of any chassis legs or where the spare wheel goes, anything like that, because we don't want to have any issues and be left with a big massive hole in the floor of the van. So this right here is the diesel heater that we are going to be installing in the Big Blue Bus. Now this one is a 5 kilowatt one. The one we have in Fergus is a 2 kilowatt one, but it is perfect for Fergus because of how small Fergus is. This van is a little bit bigger, there's more space to heat. 5 kilowatt is still going to be absolutely loads for this size of van. Now that I have installed one in Fergus, I know what there is to do. It should be pretty straightforward. There should be more room underneath this fan to get in and get all the wires connected up and everything. We're not trying to route through a cupboard. So let's mark out where we're going to go, and we'll figure out if we're going to get it drilled today or not. But at least we'll have it marked out, ready to go for the next day. So this is where we are planning on putting the diesel heater. It's going to go like that. Something like that. So we just have to be careful that there is nothing underneath. So it's time to go out underneath the van, try to work out if we're going to hit anything or not before we drill any holes. Oh, there would have to be a big bar in the way, wouldn't it?
I'm back. See? So I'm just back from my cycle. Also found Shane. I thought he did a runner there.
Nope, still here.
Really love this bike, and the cool thing is this boost button is like if someone was giving you like a little push when you're going uphill or when you're starting, so that's really cool. And if you're looking to get an e-bike, 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧 has an offer at the minute until the end of April, and this bike is €100 off, and if you use the code SHANEANDANE at checkout, you'll get an extra €100 and you'll also get 2 gifts worth €200 in total. So it's pretty good. We're gonna leave a link down in the description so you can check 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧's bikes out. So Shane, fill me in. What's the progress like?
We haven't really done an awful lot. Battery is secured in. I've just put the fridge in just to test it out where it's going to sit. Not going to see where we can put the diesel heater, but underneath the van there's a huge chassis leg coming out, so we have to come way into the middle of the floor.
Okay.
Pretty annoying. We're just going to have to box it in. Other than that, no, not much to update you. So yeah, this is still rolling.
Very good.
Measuring tape.
Measuring tape?
Yeah, please. They're 42 inches there. Oh, jeez. Can't go there either.
Oh my god.
There's a big bar going across there.
This is very high.
Well, let's hit the bed.
on it, Shane.
Go on.
I want to kill myself. Yay. Oh, okay. Hi guys. I'm actually going to be supervising everything from here from now on.
These timbers that we have on it are literally just for demonstration purposes only.
Yeah, this is going to be my side of the bed. So I approve it. Very good.
Comfy?
Well, right now, no.
So we literally just put this piece of timber here so that we could lay on it, make sure Annie fits in the bed. What we are going to do is we are going to have like lats going across here, just like a normal bed, and that will allow the mattress and everything to breathe, and then we are good to go. We are going to get a mattress, put it on, and it's going to be quite high.
Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was going to be a lot lower.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I tried to climb on the bed
You realise
that
how...
I realised, oh my god, this is so high.
Because if you add another couple of inches here for a mattress...
Oh, Jesus. We're not going to be able to sit on this bed.
Shit.
So, we've turned these to the original position to get like, what is this, 2 inches?
No.
I don't speak inches.
That's an inch.
Oh, that's an inch. Okay, yeah, 3 centimeters, isn't it? Right, anyway, we've turned these lats, and now we have a little more headroom, but yeah, we're used to Fergus's bed, so we didn't realise that this bed was that high.
Well, it is good for 360 views. Bike fits in underneath the bed, no problem whatsoever. If we put it like this, the mattress is going to be quite high. If we turn it around, the mattress is a wee bit lower, but these aren't as strong. There's a bit more bend, they're never going to break. But if we go this way and we screw them down here, it leaves it very tight for the bike to get underneath. You're talking 10 mil of a gap to get in underneath it. So I think if we leave it like this here, we add the height of the mattress, I'd say we're alright.
Yeah. Is it okay to have them in that orientation, is it?
Like, is it, like... I'm no beast like, but... I don't think it's ever going to break. So there you have it, guys. That is going to be it from us in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We got actually quite a bit done in today's video. We got our swivel seat installed. We've got our bed almost finished. We've all our wiring done. And we are just waiting on a few more bits and pieces before we can crack on with the van build, such as the roof, which should be coming in a week or two's time.
And also remember that English offer is down in the description if you're interested. And we better keep going because we have a deadline to meet if we want to go out to Europe, because we have a lot left, but